So I'm back talking about something a little more serious. Uh, predators. Predators. I mean, it keeps getting worse and worse if you watch the news as I do. And I come across these stories, even in our own communities. Uh, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth if you're, hell, human. You know, these people aren't human. They can't be. The things that they do. Um, so we'll start with Kel- Kelgo, Texas, in May of 2011. There was a 24-year-old Hispanic male um, named uh, Bob Hernandez. He had never had a girlfriend, He made it all the way to 24. It was, athletic, all that. Sorry, it's Bob. He was athletic and everything and interested in girls, but never made it to a real relationship. And that's when a predator steps in. As a school mom, okay? She's 43 years old. She went to school with his mother. She's a year older than his own mother, okay? The family was not happy about it, but he's 24 years old and they only care about his happiness, his first relationship. So, they were letting it ride. What he didn't do was, or the family, they didn't look at her history very well. Her history showed she had 5 children by 4 different men, and she maintained her life by doing back child support. So she would, you know, set a trap on these men, get pregnant on purpose. Hey, I'm on the pill. You don't have to worry. And then, hey, well, I'm pregnant. It's nothing you can do about it now. You have to give me money. So she lived like that, and a poor guy who's working, take care of this lady and all his kids. First relationship, 24 years old. He should have been out, going to parties and stuff, But he thought his parents and, family were mad at him. So the last message she sent was to his sister asking her, was the family mad at him? Would they accept him to come back home? And she said, yes, they just wanted him back at home. Okay. That's the last she heard of her brother. He was walking out the door. Okay. Well, the predator, in her hoarded out house couldn't take that. She couldn't take that. So she grabs a big rock. Why she has a spare rock in the hoarded house, I don't know. Smashed his head. Waited till her 16-year-old son came home from high school and told him all, the gruesome details and things like that. You know, explored her kids to that. That's a psychopath for real. People use psychopathy a lot when discussing, cases like this, but she has no feelings. If you go and look up Kathleen Preston, in Texas, you will see what I'm talking about. She laughs at inappropriate times. She tries to act like a human. It's like a alien came down here and is trying to pretend to be a human. Okay, so yeah, that family, the Hernandezes, lost their baby boy. All because of a predator. You know. If I went to school, I'm the mom, and I know she's older than I am, I would have ended that shit right then. I don't care if my son's 24 years old or not, but you know, I'm not judging the mom. I'm not judging the mom for that. Her son was grown. He was grown. But that's a palate cleanser for what we are going to be talking about here in a minute. Okay. So get ready. Trigger alerts, just so you know.